Well, hello everybody. Welcome to My World Tarot. Hope everybody's doing great and sending an abundance of positive to you. So I just thought I would do a collective tonight. So please only take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you haven't already, please hit that like, that subscribe, and that share. And let's get my readings out there. I would so greatly appreciate it. Just want to say thank you to all my subscribers and even those cross watchers that have been hitting that like button and sharing my videos. I feel so blessed. So with the collective, there could be lots of scenarios going on all at once. There's a lot of energies and stuff, especially tonight being the harvest moon. A lot of changes going on with people. So, the harvest moon represents, like a renewal, okay? And it also represents, like, for the farmers and stuff, it was just, to know when it was time, to bring in that harvest and, and to get ready for the next. So, like I said, it's a renewal. So, enjoy that harvest moon, and we'll see what the cards say, and we'll go from there. Spirit, heart, beings, ancestors, show me the cards for my beautiful collective souls tonight. Spirit, heart, being, ancestors, show me the cards for my beautiful collective souls tonight. One more time. Spirit, higher being, and ancestors, show me the cards for my beautiful collective souls tonight. Now remember, there's no timestamp on this reading, so whenever you see it is when you were meant to see it, okay? So here we go. Now if there is, if it has anything to do with relationships or anything like that, I will clarify, like maybe what the other person's feeling or what they're going through, things like that, so that you can get more clarification on the situation. You know me at My World Tarot, we do not dwell on the past, so I do a once quick over with the past, and I focus more on the present and into the near future, okay? And so for overall, I got the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, she's all about, she's got a lot of growth. It's just, I'm getting the feeling like, there's a lot of you out there that maybe, have been in hermit mode, and you've been doing some soul searching, and I just get the feeling that that's what she's representing, and maybe some of you are just focusing more on pentacles, not going out, not spending time, spending money like you used to, you're just kind of like going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home, okay? And that's the overall, okay? Here in the recent past, I got the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is all about solid foundation, structured. It could mean like a father figure. Now, you got to remember, just because it is a masculine card, there's no sexes in tarot, okay? So, he was the first card drawn, okay? And then after that, I get the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is all about getting away with something or stepping away from something, okay? And maybe not telling people. And then I get the Three of Swords, which is all about heartbreak or a loss. And that's in the recent past. So it looks like for some of you, and I'm not going to clarify any of that because we all know what roads, right, we have taken. It's just showing that there's somebody out there that has a very structured, that I'm feeling that there might be some of you out there that have a very structured, or you felt like there was a very structured foundation, solid foundation, and either you or your person snuck away, or was trying to get away with something, and it looks like it could have been an affair because of the Three of Swords there. Now, on the other hand, because it is a collective, it could mean that for some of you, there's somebody that you look up to that maybe made you get away from something that wasn't good, or wanted you to get away from, from a bad relationship. And it was, and it was a loss to you, but you have to follow your heart, okay? And so that could also be the situation. It could also mean that you had a major loss in your life due to somebody leaving the physical world and going into the spirit world, and you are the structured, or you were the structured foundation for everybody, okay? So that was the recent past. Go ahead and go into the present. Yeah, here in the present, some of you are feeling like you're left out in the cold, okay? And it could mean over finances. It could mean out of a relationship, and maybe somebody is starting to, or has started to treat you a little different in the relationship. Maybe they're pushing you away, and you're not understanding why, okay? It could mean that, you lost your job. It could mean just something has really made you feel like you were left out in the cold, like you were stranded, like, oh my gosh, and you're not understanding why, okay? And then I get the moon card. Moon card, it's all about finding a true path, trying to discover a path that you feel comfortable in your own skin, okay? See how the little lobster's coming out, but he's not quite out yet? So you're feeling left out in the cold for some reason. Then we get the moon card, which is, it can also represent illusions, like maybe you thought you were going down the right path, but ended up not being, so now you're struggling to find this different path. And then I get the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is all about, she's guarding this cup. And everybody's cups are different. We all want to feel differently. With her, cups are all about things we're wanting, things we're needing, blessings we've gotten, okay? So it looks like, to me, just from the Five of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Queen of Cups, that somebody felt left out in the cold. You weren't quite sure. You were illusioned by whatever relationship it was, whether it be work or, in a partnership, or, a romantic relationship, that you were illusioned by it. And so you were like, it's like the shock and awe. You're like, what? Things that didn't work out and you didn't understand why. And now you're understanding that that's not how you wanted your cup filled anyways. You're realizing, hey, it was a good thing because, it wasn't good for me and I deserve better, okay? So let's go ahead and go off, and especially with this Queen of Pentacles, with all this new growth and stuff for being the overall, okay? This might explain why some of you are saving money. It might explain why there's all that new growth, and you're feeling pretty, you're the queen of your surroundings now, okay? Like you're feeling strong now. You're feeling, abundant. Maybe it was because you were illusioned by this relationship and they stole money from you, something, and now you're in a better place, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and go off that Five of Pentacles and see what was going on. Yeah, there's definitely been a change, okay? This is the World card, and the World card is all about ending one life cycle and transitioning into another, closing out one chapter of your life. So you've definitely either left a job or left a relationship, and you have started down a new path, okay? And, and with the World, it could also mean travel, so maybe you've had to travel some. You found a new home, found a new job, something like that. Yeah, you're taking all, you've had a lot of struggles, and you've learned from these struggles, okay? And you're letting them go. Like, you're letting your struggles go, but you're kind of remembering the lessons learned, okay? And that's what I'm getting from, this Seven of Wands. See all the growth on those? But, you are taking the lessons learned. But you've had a lot of burdens and struggles. Yeah, and wherever you're at now, you're getting pretty well balanced, because with the Two of Pentacles over top of that Seven of Wands just is telling me, see, he had rough waters in the past. It's behind him. and now you're you're in that, but you're balancing things out. Things are balancing out a lot better. For some of you, when that travel card, the world card came up, you see how there's a boat. It was rocky waters in the past. Some of you may have also went on a cruise lately, or somebody surrounding you has been on a cruise lately, or is planning one. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify this moon and about your path and your illusions. Okay, the sun, happiest card in the tarot. The path that you have decided to take, you're halfway out. I mean, you know how you're halfway out and going down this path, and it looks like you might be not quite there yet, but meeting somebody, because look at the animals. They're opposite in color. Opposites attract, okay? And then you got the moon and the sun there. Okay, so opposites in this situation attract. And it looks like you might be meeting somebody, coming into something great, okay? Because right after that, I get the sun card, and that's the happiest card in the tarot. And that's over top of that moon. And it's funny that those two, because at first you're not sure that you're even on the right path, but and you thought you were before, and you weren't, it didn't work out, so now you're a little, weary of it. Don't be, because look what came right after that. Yeah, you're definitely going to be meeting somebody, probably a soulmate for you singles. If you are with somebody in any relationship, it can mean that maybe you're going to go into business with somebody, and it's going to be a great, you guys are going to synchronize together. It's going to be a great balance, okay? If you're single out there and you do, after the sun card, I get that one. It's just showing me that you're going to meet somebody. And this somebody's going to be very important in your life, okay? Like soulmate material. Yeah, and then I get the King of Swords, okay, after that. King of Swords is all about, victory and assertiveness, and you're on the right track, and this is you're going to victor over these past relationships or this past incident, and you're coming into very strong and a structured a situation. Now I don't several situations. If this is resonating, it could be a business, it could be a lover, it could be something like that, like some kind of relationship. Okay, so and then let's go ahead and go off the Queen of Cups, okay? So the Queen of Cups, she, like I said before, she's holding that cup because we all want our cups filled differently. She ultimately gets her cup, okay? And, she's got growth around her, so she's learned something new, she's learning new things. Some of these things that you're learning, or these lessons learned, might have kept you awake and maybe gave you a little bit of anxiety at first. But you knew you had to walk away from it and go down a different path, okay? That's the Eight of Cups. See how you're leaving the cups behind? Even though these cups made you happy and you thought it was the right thing, but, it turned out not to be, you're looking forward, to a better a path for you, okay? Yeah, and then the King of Cups after that. So it's definitely a couple. You're definitely going to meet somebody, and this is like a soulmate, because I've got the Queen and the King, okay? And they both have got their cups there. This person that you're going to meet definitely has had rough waters also. You guys are just going to meet each other, and, it's going to be calmer waters, for sure. So this is in the present, okay? So if it hasn't happened, it's definitely going to. Let's go ahead and go into the near future. Let's see what the near future holds. Spirit, heart, being, ancestors, show me the cards for my beautiful collective souls and their near future in this situation. Show me the cards for my beautiful collectives in the near future in their situation. One more. Spirit, higher being, ancestors, please show me the cards for my beautiful collectives for the situation in your life. Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Look at that. 10 of Cups. Happy home, happy life, happy everything. Okay. It's a wish fulfillment. Okay, so let's go ahead and... So I get the High Priestess, the Four of Swords, and of course the 10 of Wands. Okay, so in the near future, the High Priestess, she just represents, you know, you're very spiritual. Your intuition is right. You know, it might be coming into play for a lot of you. You might, you know, notice the energy of it really high right now, or here in the near future. So that's what she represents, you know, just your intuition and your spirituality and just your senses, you know, and, you know, I'm talking about your soul, your heart senses, you know, these things, your spiritual senses, your energy. So you might be feeling, a lot of you might be going through a high vibe energy right now, okay, level. And then I get the Four of Swords. Four of Swords all about resting and contemplating things, thinking things through. Then I get the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is all about some lessons learned, but burdens also, okay? A lot of burdens that you are putting away, that you're letting go of, okay? Like they're not on your back anymore. They're in front of you, and you're putting them away. Okay, so let's go ahead and go off this High Priestess, the Hermit. So your intuition for some of you is telling you just, you know, like I said, there's a lot of you that are in Hermit mode, that are just staying, you know, with the Queen of Pentacles, that are just going home, work, you know, just trying to save that pentacle and just kind of thinking things through. Because you notice how she's looking down at her pentacle, like she's just in deep thought. And so this just clarifies that there's just a lot of you soul searching and listening to your inner guidance, the divine. Listen to your spirit guides telling you, you know, just kind of, you know, take a breather and think things through, you know, like where you want to go, what do you want to do, what changes, what have you learned, you know, just things like that. We all have our downtime, and it seems like there's a lot of you that are having that downtime right now. Then I get the King of Wands. Now the King of Wands, he is all about, he knows what he wants, and he, you know, with his new growth here, and he's discovered, and, you know, he's looking ahead, he's looking out into his realm ahead, because he knows exactly what he wants, and he's working hard to get there, okay? So you're definitely thinking things through and looking ahead towards what you want, okay? And that might also, coincide with why you're saving money, okay? So let's go ahead and go up this Four of Swords. Yeah, and then I get the Five of Swords, okay? So you definitely maybe had some conflict in the past for some of you. It could have been a relationship or a job, you know, with that Five of Pentacles showing up, felt like you were out in the cold. With the Four and then the Five of Swords, it's just telling me that you contemplated maybe some stuff, and, you know, you were thinking about stuff, and you've walked away from battles. So if it was a job, you just said, you know, I'm tired of the conflict, and you walked away, and you're looking for, you know, a better job. If it was a relationship, you said, I'm done with the toxic, time to go, okay? You definitely left it behind, okay? For some of you, I see you, crossing rivers. Yeah, because you notice how there's a river right here? There may be a lake around you. Some of you have crossed that body of water, okay, to get away. And then I get the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is all about a message. Now, this message could come to you a letter. It could come to you an email, text, you know, but some kind of message is coming, and it has to do with these bumpy waters from your past, okay? So you're walking away, and then you get a message, so maybe they're wanting you to come back if it's a job. or maybe they're offering you a raise. Or if it's a relationship, it could be that ex trying to call you, or that person you walked away from, trying to call you. Okay, get a hold of you. Okay, let's go ahead and go off the burdens, the 10 of Wands there. Yeah, you're going to, and then I get the 10 of Wands, and then I get the 6 of Wands. And the 6 of Wands is all about victory. You definitely victor over these burdens and these stresses that you've had, okay, in the past. You victor over them. And the Knight of Wands. And a lot of wands. So there's a lot of discoveries. There's a lot of new growth. There's a lot of, burdens, but you've learned from them. The Knight of Wands, it's a very fast-moving energy, and it's something that you're heading towards, okay? He's holding that wand. He's got the new growth on that wand, if you can see the new leaves. And it's right after you've victored over these burdens that you've had, okay? So you got over your burdens, you got rid of the burdens, and you victored over them, and now you're headed towards whatever it is that you've learned, taking these lessons learned, and, this new growth, you've grown into this new you, or, have grown up as a person. When we grow as people, and let's hope we grow every day, we learn different things every day, you're headed towards down a different path. Let's go ahead and go off this Knight of Wands, see where that leads. Yeah, and then I get the 10 of Pentacles. Happy home, happy life, happy everything. You're going to be abundant. I'm seeing animals in that picture. So maybe you have dogs. I'm also seeing one person maybe leaving a city and coming to the country, or vice versa, okay? And when you do, that's when you meet that person. Remember I told you that somebody was coming, you were going to, come in sync with? That's when you meet the person, when you both are on this path of wanting to change and renewal. That one end of a life cycle ends, and then the new transition, the new life cycle starts. You guys will be passing each other, and that's how you guys are going to meet, okay? Absolutely. Let's go ahead and go off that. Yeah, the Magician, and you've got all the tools to succeed, okay? To succeed in everything. Yeah, the Chariot's very fast-moving energy. This is going to be happening very quickly. Yeah, Page of Swords. You got your guard up, but you're willing to fight for this new relationship, whether it be work or a person. But this new person that you are going to meet, whether it be a job or whether it be in a relationship, it's going to be something wonderful. Well, my dear collectives, let's get some advice from my Life Purpose Oracle cards and see what Spirit, the Divine, has to say for you today in this situation. I had a lot of Capricorn, Pisces, Aries, Gemini, and Taurus. There was Libra also in there. Spirit Heart Beings, ancestors, please show me the cards. You want my beautiful collectives for their advice on the situation today. So these are my Life Purpose Oracle cards, and they're just messages from the Divine, okay? And I'll pull 3. And please, if it resonates, please leave me a comment. I love hearing from you guys and knowing that my readings are resonating, okay? Alrighty, so the first one is environmentalist, okay? And it could mean that maybe some of you out there work outdoors, or you love being outdoors. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. So what that can mean is, if you love the outdoors, or you work in the outdoors or something, it just, for some of you, you need to be outdoors maybe to, especially if you've been in hermit mode, get outside and breathe that fresh air and just, put your feet in the grass, your bare feet in the grass or the sand, or, something like that. Just breathe that beautiful air and, hug a tree, okay? All right, the next one is nutrition. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. So, for some of you, if you're not taking good care of yourself, please eat, okay? And eat healthy. Okay, that's what I get from that. And also it could mean cook someone a meal. You know, if you love to bake or cook, and that helps you with anxiety or think things through, do that. Make something for your family or for a friend. Okay, and then travel. It says your life purpose involves traveling. This card could represent for some of you. Maybe it's telling you to get into, some kind of career as far, that has to do with traveling. Travel agent, airline attendant, pilot, something, okay? Baggage claim person. I don't know who all work at a job in an airport. What it means to me also is maybe for some of you, you just need to get away, okay? Just get away and take a breather from the situation. Go on a small trip. So there you are, and I'm sending y'all abundance of positive and lots of hugs and kisses. And this is My World Tarot, and I'll see you at the next reading.